GP's office. Doctor required in general diagnosis. Staff announcement, incoming patients with gallstones. Nurse required in ward. Nurse required in pharmacy. Nurse required in ward. Please. Two surgeons required in operating theatre. Two surgeons required in operating. Required in pharmacy. Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor required in GP's office. Nurse required in ward. A VIP is currently visiting. Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor required in GP's office. Nurse required in pharmacy. Doctor required in GP's office. Two surgeons required in operating theatre. Doctor required in general. Doctor. required in GP's office. Doctor... Attending psychiatry, please. Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor required in general Surgeons required in operating theatre. Staff announcement. Incoming patients with kidney beans. Nurse required in pharmacy. Doctor required in inflator room. Doctor, attending psychiatry please. Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor required in inflator room. Doctor required in GP's office. Epidemic alert! Doctor required in general diagnosis. Nurse required in pharmacy. Doctor, attending psychiatry please. Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor, attend immediately in cardio, please. Doctor needed in slack tongue clinic. Doctor, attend in the scanner room, please. Doctor required in X-ray. Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor, attend in psychiatry, please. Doctor needed in slap tongue clinic. Doctor, attend in psychiatry, please. Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor, attend in psychiatry, please. Doctor, attend in the scanner room, please. Epidemic contained. Doctor required in. Doctor needed in hair restoration. Doctor required in blood machine room. Doctor required in blood machine room. We apologise for the amount of litter. Doctor needed in slap tongue clinic. Nurse required in fracture clinic, please. Doctor needed in hair restoration. Doctor, attend in psychiatry, please. Handyman called to repair tongue slicer. Staff announcement, incoming patients with sweaty palms. Nurse required in pharmacy. Nurse required in ward. Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor, attend immediately in cardio, please. Doctor needed in slap tongue clinic. Doctor required in GP's office. Nurse required in pharmacy. Doctor, attend in psychiatry, please. Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor needed in hair restoration. Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor required in general diagnosis. Warning! Epidemic alert! Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor, attend in the scanner room, please. Nurse required in pharmacy. Epidemic. Staff announcement, epidemic warning. Doctor required in general Nurse required. Doctor, attend in psychiatry, please. Nurse required in ward. A man from the ministries in the hospital. Doctor, attend in psychiatry, please. Doctor, attend in psychiatry, please. Doctor, attend immediately in cardio, please. Doctor, attend in the scanner room, please. 2 surgeons required in operating theatre. 2 surgeons required in operating theatre. Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor required in GP's office. We apologise for the amount of litter. Nurse required in fracture clinic, please. Doctor required in Doctor required in X-ray. Doctor, attend in psychiatry, please. Doctor needed in slap tongue clinic. Doctor required in GP's office. attend in the scanner room, please. Doctor required in general diagnosis. Nurse required in ward. Doctor required in X-ray. We apologise for the amount of litter. Doctor required in decontamination. Doctor needed in slack tongue clinic. Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor required in X-ray. Doctor needed in slack tongue clinic. Doctor required in blood machine room. Staff announcement. Patients with invisibility arriving. Doctor, attend in psychiatry, please. Nurse required in pharmacy. Doctor, attend in the scanner room, please. Doctor, attend in psychiatry, please. Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor required in GP's office. Warning, earthquake reported. Doctor required in inflator. Warning, earthquake imminent. Handyman call. Ward. Doctor needed in hair restoration. Nurse required. Doctor, attend in psychiatry, please. Doctor, attend in psychiatry, please. Doctor, attend immediately in cardio, please. Staff now. office. Doctor, attending psychiatry, please. Epidemic alert, stand by. Doctor, attending the scanner room, please. Doctor required in GP's office. Electrolysis. Doctor required in X-ray. Doctor, attending psychiatry, please. 2 surgeons required in operating theatre. Doctor, attend immediately. Doctor, attend in the scanner room, please. Doctor required in blood machine room. Doctor, attend in psychiatry, please. Doctor wanted in scanner room, please. Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor required in blood machine room. Doctor wanted in electrolysis. Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor, attend immediately in cardio, please. Doctor required in inflator room. Doctor wanted in electrolysis. Nurse required in fracture clinic, please. Doctor, attend in psychiatry, please. Doctor needed in slap tongue clinic. Nurse required in ward. Doctor, attend immediately in cardio, please. Doctor, attend in psychiatry, please. Doctor required in inflator room. 2 surgeons required in operating theatre. Doctor, attend in the scanner room, please. Doctor... Epidemic alert, stand... Doctor required in... Doctor required... Doctor required in decontamination. Doctor, attend in psychiatry, please. Doctor required in blood machine room. Epidemic over. Stand down. Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor required in general diagnosis. Doctor required in inflator room. Doctor required in decontamination. Doctor needed in slap tongue clinic. Doctor, attend in psychiatry, please. Doctor, attend in the scanner room, please. Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor wanted in electrolysis. A VIP is currently visiting. Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor wanted in electrolysis. Doctor wanted in electrolysis. Doctor needed in hair restoration. Doctor required in inflator room. Warning! Epidemic alert! Nurse required in pharmacy. Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor wanted in ultrascan. Nurse required in ward. Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor required in X-ray. Doctor required in decontamination. Doctor, attend in the scanner room, please. 2 surgeons required in operating theatre. Doctor, attend in the scanner room, please. required in GP's office. Doctor required in decontamination. Doctor required in blood machine room. Staff announcement. Epidemic warning. Doctor required in general diagnosis. 2 surgeons required in operating theatre. Nurse required in ward. Doctor, attend in psychiatry, please. Epidemic alert, stand by! Doctor, attend in psychiatry, please. pharmacy. Doctor required in X-ray. Doctor needed in hair restoration. Epidemic contained. Nurse required in ward. Doctor required in GP's office. We apologise for the amount of litter. Nurse required in fracture clinic, please. 2 surgeons required in operating theatre. Doctor required in blood machine room. 2 surgeons required in operating theatre. Doctor, attend immediately in cardio, please. Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor wanted in electrolysis. Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor required in general diagnosis. Nurse required in pharmacy. Doctor wanted in ultrascan. Doctor required in X-ray. Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor, attend immediately in cardio, please. Doctor required in decontamination. Doctor wanted in ultrascan. Maintenance required in jelly vat. Epidemic over. Stand. ultrascan. Doctor wanted in nurse required in fracture clinic, please. Nurse required in pharmacy. We apologise for the amount of litter. Doctor required in GP's office. Staff announcement! Epidemic warning! Doctor, attending psychiatry, please. Doctor required an inflator room. Required in GP's office. Doctor required in X-ray. Epidemic over. Stand down. Doctor needed in hair. required in blood machine room. Nurse required in pharmacy. Nurse required in fracture clinic, please. Doctor required in decontamination. Doctor required in Epidemic contained. Doctor wanted in ultrascan. Nurse required in fracture clinic, please. Doctor needed in slap tongue clinic. Doctor needed in hair restoration. Doctor needed in slap tongue clinic. Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor, attending psychiatry, please. Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor required in inflator room. Doctor needed in slap tongue clinic. Nurse required in ward. Doctor, attend immediately in cardio, please. Doctor wanted in electrolysis. Doctor needed in hair restoration. Doctor required in GP's office. Nurse required in fracture clinic, please. Doctor required in GP's office. Staff announcement. Epidemic warning. Doctor needed in slap tongue clinic. Nurse required in pharmacy. Doctor required in X-ray. Nurse required in fracture clinic, please. Nurse required in fracture clinic, please. Doctor required in decontamination. Doctor required in inflator room. Epidemic now under control. Doctor wanted in electrolysis. Warning! analysis. Warning! Epidemic alert! Doctor required in GP's office. Nurse required in fracture clinic, please. Nurse required in pharmacy. Doctor required in decontamination. Doctor required in GP's office. Doctor wanted in ultrascan. Doctor, attend immediately in cardio, please. Doctor required in decontamination. Doctor wanted in ultrascan. Doctor,